Hello, everyone. Welcome to my deranged world. This is the Deranged Reader, and on this channel, we talk about horror and not thrillers. Not thrillers. We're talking horror. So here we go. So my first review in quite a long time is going to be Stephen King's The Dead Zone. All right. Alright, if I keep on doing this a lot, I just had myself something to eat, so it's kind of stuck between my teeth, or what's left of my teeth. Alright, so I listened to this on audiobook. Actually, the library had it on audiobook, picked it up, and I will tell you, this was I'm going to be blunt. This was a really, really great book. So, what is The Dead Zone about? Let me get my glasses because I can't see worth anything. So it is about a man called Johnny Smith, and he's kind of a miracle child because both his parents had tried for a very long time to actually have a child, and then Johnny comes along. And Johnny's mother is a religious nut job. I mean, at first she's, okay, but then as time progresses on, she kind of changes. So when Johnny is 6 years old, he has a very bad, I wouldn't say a really bad accident, but he had an accident and he was knocked out for a couple of seconds. And when he came to, everything looked like it was well. But it turned out to be that Johnny started developing these hunches, and they usually always came true. Well, fast forward, he leaves home. He's a grown man. He's with this girl of his, and what ends up happening is he ends up in a really bad car accident. This was during the time when seatbelts were not mandatory in cars, and he's in his cab, and he ends up in a really bad accident, and he is in a coma for a couple of years. He comes out of it. He has surgery done to him because of the coma, and what happens is that his abilities just get more and more stronger. During this time, his mother goes way deep down in the rabbit hole. She becomes even more fanatic, and basically she's not the woman that Johnny remembers her being. But of course he resents her for thinking that he's somebody special, because he believes he's not. Meanwhile, there is a guy, I can't remember his name because he was not exactly a pleasant man, but he is not a great man. And Johnny has visions of him becoming president of the United States. They have a reaction to him touching them. And Johnny, of course, gets gets assaulted by his security, which is like a bunch of bikers and stuff. And what ends up happening is, as time progresses on, he starts feeling like this guy is going to do something really, really, really bad. And he goes out and he buys a sniper rifle. And, well, not going to tell you the end of it, but Johnny leaves a indefinite mark on everybody. Alright, so this book, look how thick this book is. I bought this book I think about a year or so ago, I don't remember, because I really wanted to read everything Stephen King. And so I was like, I want to read everything Stephen King, but I really have very limited finances. Let me just go to the library and check them out, which I am going to be doing once I get to some of the books that I don't have. I was over at Sam's Club, I think it was last week, and they had The Running Man. And I'm going to go back there and pick it up when I go to back there on the 17th. Yay! Alright, so anyways, I was listening to this book, and I felt so bad for poor Johnny. I felt bad for his situation. I felt bad for the fact that his mother had just gone downhill. She had all these medical issues that she had to take medication for. She decided not to take the medication. She died because she didn't take the medication. And Johnny, I think Johnny felt a big relief when she did it and finally passed away because of how bad she had gotten. And, weirdly enough, there are some people that are extremely relieved when their parents pass away because of, like, how bad or how overbearing their parent or parents were. As for his father, he meets someone new about a couple years after his wife died, because it is time for him to move on and get back into the dating circle and stuff like that. And this woman is definitely very different than his wife. She's kind, she's sweet, she is amazing. Johnny fully supports his father doing this. And also we see the exploitation. People trying to exploit Johnny's gift. And there's this one guy that he apparently has the ability to make people not believe that Johnny is what he claims to be, or what he tries not to claim to be. And there's a huge difference between people that pretend to have abilities and people that have it that do not want anyone to know. And that is because the problems that go with it. I really did like this book. I enjoyed it a lot. And I actually am going to be I have Firestarter over there, and I think it's Roadwork. I don't have the one that comes after that. I think that one is The Running Man. As I said, I will be going back to Sam's Club next week to pick it up. It should still be there, and I will add it to my Stephen King collection. Which, by the way, for people that want to know, my horror library is actually on the other side of this wall. I just decided to do it that way. Okay. Alrighty. So, I am going to end it on this note. I did get so thirsty. I have not yet started reading it. I will read it next, and I will let you know how it turned out. All right. Until next time, stay spooky.